Hey guys, Houndooned here, coming at you once again with another episode of Pokémon Black 2. On the last episode, we took down the Mistralton Gym and its leader Skylar, as well as also got here to Lentimas Town, which is a new area in Black and White 2, and we also explored the town as well. On this episode, instead of heading east onto Reversal Mountain, we're instead going to be exploring all the areas which you can go to via Surf, which I have neglected to do so far, so we will do that now. I want to use Ducklet. So first of all, we want to be heading right back to where we started in Aspertia City to get ourselves a very, very nice TM. As well as that, we'll also get a couple of nice items as well. But you will always have seen this little patch of water in Aspertia City and always wondered what could be there. Well, now you know. It is TM53 for Energy Ball, a fantastically good move. 80 power special grass type move is really good, trust me. It's not as good now, now that Giga Drain has been put into a mood shooter move. However, there are a lot of different Pokemon that can learn Energy Ball, some that really could use that grass type coverage, especially someone like Chandelure. Chandelure definitely loves that move. I should buy Repels. I will do that at some point. But yeah, another patch of water we can explore is on Route 19. There's going to be a couple of items for us to obtain. Now there are a few Pokemon you can now find through surfing. The places that I can think of is one of them you can find pretty much anywhere, which is Basculin. You can also, when we get to Verbank City, you can also find Frillish and Alomomola. And then lastly, when we get to the Lost Lawn Forest, you can also find, I need to turn Dowsing Machine on, but there was a Waterstone over there, I just didn't really acknowledge it. But there is a Nest Ball here as well. But the final new Pokemon you can find is Buizel in the Lost Lawn Forest, in the very small patch of water you can get to there. But there is a hidden Expert Belt here, which is very nice, can add to your Expert Belt collection, which we now have. As well as that, we also, I'm just going to be lazy and fly to Flocusy Town instead. Actually, yeah, we'll go to Flocusy Town, why not? There are a couple of areas we can explore in Route 20, as well as also the Flocusy Ranch, before we head over to Verbank City. So, let's get ourselves onto Route 20. Okay, so there isn't anything down there, unfortunately, but there are some different things if we head to the south area, east area rather, why am I saying south? East area. If we head over here, I really should turn my Dowsing Machine on. Do I have Repels? I never even know if I have Repels. Let's have a look. I do, I have 20 Repels, that'll do. That will do. So I think there's a hidden item here. There is. I'm standing on it. It is a heart scale. Always useful to have one of those. Well, it's always nice to have a collection of those because they come in so useful. So we can't really head up there right now. There isn't much you can do here unless you're in Autumn / have Waterfall. But you can head up there where there'll be an interesting thing happen. Well, not until after game, but you can see something happen there. Oh Jesus, now I do not know what those items are. I wish I did, but I don't. There's some more dark grass here, double grass, whatever. But unfortunately, there are no higher leveled Pokemon here. However, there are two trainers over the other side. I think there's two, there could be more. 2 or 3 I think there is. I know one of them has the 3 elemental monkeys, and then one of them has an Arcanine. But I don't remember exactly what's going on down there. But when it gets to autumn in like 2 months' time, maybe I'll head down there. But as for right now, we will head over to the... yeah, why not? We'll head over to the Flocusy Ranch and... oh, hello. Oh, I think that's from the surf area, yeah. Still haven't got that item. Stupid thing. Couldn't play this during autumn, actually. How frustrating. Alright, so there is a surf patch here, but you can't actually do anything on this side, I don't think, because those rocks are in the way. Let me just double check. Let's see. Nope. Right, so we need to head right into the ranch to get to where we want to go. You can heal with that woman if you so desire. She will always be there for you. So you just keep using repels. Can't bother to keep going into the bag. Right, so you want to be heading up to the north side, where you can head over here. Do you see it? Do you see it? I see it. That's right, it's a hidden grotto. So I know that you can find some fairly interesting things in here. Oh, we have one of them. It's a Dunsparce. I think this will have rattled, if I'm not mistaken. But I know that you can also find a Herdier in here. I think you can find a Herdier in here. I'm not going to catch this Dunsparce. It's a male, and I don't really like Dunsparce very much. So yeah, it's not exactly like I'm going to be using it at all, ever. So I'm just looking up a list of the places of the things you can find in here. Right, okay, so that was very unprofessional of me. So you can find Marill in here with Sap Sipper. You can find Herdier with Scrappy, and of course, as we've just seen, Dunsparce with Rattled, which apparently is the rarest one you can find in there. So, but it's also probably the least useful. So that's just lovely. Marill with Sap Sipper is okay, but obviously Huge Power is better. And Herdier with Scrappy is again okay, but once you have a Stoutland, Sandrush is better anyway. So we're heading over to Verbank City. I'm going the wrong way. And you can find some new Pokemon here, Frillish and Alamamola, as I've already said. Yeah, let's get another Great Ball, why not? Why on earth not? So there are a few items you can find along here. I think there's a rare candy hidden somewhere. We may as well turn on our dowsing machine. I appear to have missed something. Here we are. What is it? It's a pearl. How lovely. So that's another. I always forget this path is here. I didn't even notice it's here. I didn't even notice until when we went through Verbank City last time. I was like, oh hello, I didn't even know that was there. So there are a few things you can do. A couple of boats dotted around. Here I think is where the rare candy is. Yep, rare candy right here. Up at the back by the Pokemon Center. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Maybe there is, maybe not. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it. I'll have to climb up here. Oh, this is where you get the Silk Scarf. Yeah, okay, so there isn't. Alright, so I think just so we can have a bit of an interval, just because I will need to cover some more Pokemon later on. I think while I'm flying to Castalia City, we will cover the new wild Pokemon you can find. Well, Basculin is anywhere, Frillish and Alamamola are in a few places, but they are found in Verbank City. As well as also Buizel, which you can find in the Lost Lawn Forest, which we will go find, but you know, there isn't much point me doing it right now and just cutting them all up. It's easier just to do all the reviews together. So in just a minute we'll be heading into the sewers. I didn't actually mean to go in there, but it looks like they're not drained, which is good. I think they're not drained in summer and spring, and they are drained in autumn and winter. So if you wish to surf and get to all the places, then you do want to head in here through summer or spring, either one of them. But anyway, so I'm just going to do the Pokemon reviews for the surfing areas, place, whatever. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. One of the new Pokemon you can find while surfing is Basculin. Basculin is a water type and can have the abilities either Reckless if you're the red striped form, Rockhead if you're the blue striped form, or Adaptability in any form, with Mold Breaker as a hidden ability. However, in Black and White 1, both forms will have Reckless, unless you have traded in white for a blue striped Basculin, which will have Rockhead. Other than that, they will have Reckless. However, in Black and White 2 this was fixed, and the blue stripe one has Rockhead and the red stripe one has Reckless, no matter what. Can be found all over Unova while surfing, in pretty much any place where there's surfable water, so go ahead with that. When looking at its stats, you can see that it's a bit mediocre really. It's pretty fast, got some decent special attack and physical attack. However, its defences are very low. Doesn't evolve either, which isn't that great. It's kind of a... I don't know, it's not that fantastic. It looks like it could be quite kind of aggressive, but it really isn't that great in practice. It can learn some cool moves such as well, Waterfall or Surf, as well as also Crunch as well. I think it learns. It doesn't really learn many different moves either. It's a bit of a lousy water type and is outclassed by a lot of different ones, including Swanna, as well as Wolverine later on. As well as also Lapras and Starmie as well. So yeah, Basculin isn't that fantastic and isn't really worth using. I would consider later water types. But as for Basculin, Basculin will get 2 stars. Another new Pokemon you can find while surfing is Frillish. Frillish is a water ghost type and can have the ability to either water absorb or cursed body, with damp as a hidden ability. It can be found while surfing in various areas in Unova. Frillish will have 2 different forms depending on which gender you have. The blue one will be male and the female one will be pink. When looking at its stats, you can see that it's kind of meant to be a defensive Pokemon. You can see that it's got a very, very respectable special defense stat, decent HP. It also has some relatively good special attack and physical defense, however its speed and physical attack are pretty unusable. Well, you're using its speed regardless, but it's pretty slow. At level 40 it will evolve into Jellicent, which can also be found at various areas in Unova. When looking at Jellicent stats, you can see that its HP and special defense have definitely increased a fair amount, and it is clearly meant to be a special wall. But it also has some pretty good special attack as well. It's certainly usable. Its physical defense isn't that bad when you consider its HP either. Its physical attack is relatively unusable, and it's fast enough. For a defensive Pokemon, that's a fairly average speed stat, so that's pretty good. Jellicent can also learn some interesting moves, such as the obligatory Surf and Shadow Ball, obviously. It can also learn Ice Beam, clearly, but it can also learn some kind of weird moves as well, such as Energy Ball and Psychic as well. Some moves which you wouldn't expect, but Jellicent is certainly a great Pokemon. It's well worth considering for a spot on your team. It has a lot of diverse moves. It can deal with grass types, obviously with Ice Beam, but it can also deal with other water types, which water types generally struggle with its Energy Ball. So Jellicent is an interesting one. It's not that powerful, but its defences really come through for it. I would give Jellicent around about 3 stars. Another new Pokemon you can find while surfing is Alomomola. Alomomola is a water type and can have the abilities either Healer or Hydration, with Regenerator as a hidden ability. Can be found on routes 4, 7, 18, the Verbank City and the Verbank Complex, as well as the P2 Laboratory in Black 2 and White 2. And in Black and White 1 it can be found on routes 4, 7, 17, 18, Driftvale City and the P2 Laboratory. When looking at its stats, you can see that they're relatively mediocre, except for that one big massive one at the top. Its HP is very high. It also has a very respectable physical defense stat, so it's clearly meant to be a physical wall. It does that job quite well. However, it's really excels in physical attack, and I use the word excel quite loosely because it's not that high, but it's much better than its special attack. However, you might want to use its special attack for Scald, because when you get Scald later on, or right away when you're in Black and White 1, it's a great move to have. It can burn the opponent very often and will make Alomomola's physical skin very, very tough to crack. However, as an attacking Pokemon, which most of the time in-game that's what you're relying on, Alomomola is not even worth considering. However, it is a very, very good defensive Pokemon, and it's a pretty good cleric as well, as it can learn Wish, as well as also Heal Bell, I think. Obviously Heal Bell isn't so useful, but Wish can be quite useful in some of those longer fights, especially if you're doing a Nuzlocke as well. If you're using a Nuzlocke, Alomomola is a fantastic Pokemon to have around. Not necessarily as much to fight, but just to kind of keep around, just to wish up, you know, that kind of thing. Alomomola is an interesting one. It's not that great, but it's an interesting one. For an in-game Pokemon though, it really isn't that fantastic. Obviously for a Nuzlocke you might want to be considering different things, but as a water type isn't that great unless you're using it in a defensive role. But because in-game is so offensively orientated, I'm only going to be able to give Alomomola around about 1.5 stars. The final new Pokemon you can find while surfing is Buizel. Buizel is a water type and can have the ability Swift Swim with Water Veil as a hidden ability. It can be found on routes 11, 14 and 23, as well as the Abundant Shrine and Victory Road, but also the Lost Lawn Forest, which is actually regretfully not on there. But Buizel is only found while surfing. As well as that, and also in Black and White 1, it can be found on routes 11 and 14, again only while surfing. When looking at Buizel's stats, you can see that it's not bad. It's got some very good mixed attacking stats for an unevolved Pokemon, and is super fast. However, it is incredibly frail, having a low HP stat and pathetic defences. But at level 26, which isn't too far away, it will evolve into Floatzel, which can be found in pretty much the same places, apart from it's found in the Nature Preserve instead of the Lost Lawn Forest in Black 2 and White 2, and it can only be found in the rippling water instead of just regular surfing. When looking at Floatzel's stats, you can see that its stats have definitely increased a fair amount. It's got a very respectable physical attack stat and a very respectable special attack stat as well, certainly usable. It's also blazing fast, and has a very good HP stat. However, it has those pathetic defences still and won't be getting much done. Floatzel's an interesting one. It isn't a bad water type, but it could be much better. It doesn't have that fantastic of a move pool. It's pretty much only limited to water and ice, but I think it can also learn Dig as well to give it some extra coverage. But it can work either specially or physically. Physically is obviously a little better. However, you have to have Waterfall and Ice Punch instead of Surf and Ice Beam. Obviously Surf and Ice Beam being slightly stronger in terms of power, but once you've taken in the special attack, how much lower it is than the physical attack, it kind of evens itself out. So Floatzel, interesting fact, is actually the fastest Pokemon in existence currently, as its speed may not look that impressive, especially compared to something like Deoxys speed. But if you have a Choice Scarf equipped while it has Swift Swim and Rain is up, and you have used Agility 3 times, it is the fastest Pokemon in existence. Nice fun fact for you there. At least I think that's true. I worked that out myself. I don't know if it's true. But anyway, back to Floatzel. It is a decent Pokemon and is worth using as a water type, but do be prepared because there is a better water type coming up later on. But Floatzel is good. I would give Floatzel around about 3 stars. Alright, so we're back. I just put up a repel, just so you didn't have to see that. I know there is one item I missed because we were in spring, we were in autumn, which is over here, which is a heart scale. I did cover this when we were in here, but just for completionist's sake, we'll get it anyway. So yeah, there isn't too much else we can do in here, but there are a few items we would have missed without Surf. So I think we'll get some of those. So most of the areas that you could explore while in autumn and winter when the water was drained, you can't explore now. But there are some new things you can come across. Did we? I don't remember us even getting through here before. Maybe we did, I don't know. Anyway, so it looks like there's a hidden item up there. We need to see how we can get to that. Yeah. Right, okay, so we need to get off here. That was a very fruitless endeavour. Anyway, so we can head across here anyway. And we can get ourselves an X Special. Not exactly very useful for this point in the game, but is there regardless. Looks like there's a hidden item to the south. We'll go get that. There are a couple of trainers we would have missed as well. Max Repel, always useful. What is along here? Hidden items everywhere, Jesus. Alright, oh, there's an item there, but there's also an item there. Alright, so there's some black sludge right there. That's an interesting item. Basically a poison type equivalent to... can I not get across there? Basically the poison type equivalent to leftovers. However, if it isn't, like, you're not a poison type holding it, then it will take away 6% of your health instead of give it to you. You'll get damaged instead. Anyway, so I'm going to be heading to that south area. Don't know how we're doing that. But let's head down here anyway. Perhaps we have to go down there. Something here, something here. And HP up right there. And something else along here. Oh, looks like we do need to surf here. I wonder why they did that like that. That's so strange. Alright, well whatever. There's a hidden item there if I can just get into this place. A poison gem. Interesting. Can't get anywhere over there, but we can go surfing still along the south area. Hopefully get to that item. Yep, we can. Good. Alright, what is it? TM41 for Torment. Not exactly a very useful move, but it's there anyway. Especially if you want to complete your TM list. Now I do not remember if I fought this guy. I did not. Well, there we go. Sine, cosine, tangent. Yes, they're awful math things. What about them? Sorry if you're a fan of maths, but I'm not a fan at all. Alright, so a Magnemite here. Hopefully does not have any sturdy. Although I'm sure it does. No, it doesn't. Lovely. Good, I'm glad. Alright, well that was a very useful fight. Right. Could we have gotten to that area through regular summer, like walking through? Because that guy had a very low level Pokemon. Huh. I don't know. Anyway, so we need to keep heading north now, since we've explored all the south areas, so we'll just double check. Looks like it. Right, so we need to be heading up here. I think we'll go to the west first. Actually, no, we'll go here first. Let's see what's around here. Right, there's a guy there. Looks like there's an item here. What is this? What is this? A rare bone. How rare. What else is over here? Anything special? Anything special at all? Don't think we fought this guy. Well, apparently we did. Oh, he might not even be a trainer. I don't know. We were just here. Why did I end up going back? I don't know why I did that. Anyway, so what else? What else? What else? What else? Apparently we fought that guy as well. Oh, hello, there's a hidden item over there which we can get. So I think there are some areas which you can only get to via surfing. There's a nugget hidden right there. But some areas you can just get to normally. So I'm not sure. But I think if you surf then you can get to everywhere. I think you can get to everywhere, don't quote me on that, but I think you can get to everywhere. Anyway, so we need to be heading back to where we just were. I think we just checked up here. Oh no, we didn't. It's a doctor. Why not? Why not? Thank you very much. Head across here. Is this another useless empty room? I wish I knew what those were for. I don't think they're actually used for anything. It's very strange why they would code an empty room into the game. Very, very strange. Alright, we need to go this way. This way. I think this way, anyway. Looks like it. Hello, hello. I think I already fought you, didn't I? Yes, I already fought you, so I need to go to the northwest area, but I don't exactly remember how to get there. So I'll have to see. Let's go on here. Can't get there. Oh, I'm so stupid. Surf across here! I'm so stupid. Right. Head up here first. I think there's an item. Some back rooms. Ah, I do know that. I do know of that place. There isn't an item, but there is a guy. So we will fight the guy, as that's what we're supposed to do. Did you just tell me to get out of the way? I will not get out of the way, janitor dude. I will fight you with your Marill. So this place you definitely do need to have surf for, as you can tell by the level. But there is a small back area of Castelia City, which you might have just seen an area of, but we'll go up there in just a second. A Chinchino, huh? Let's go for a Flame Burst. I think I determined that Fire Punch was actually better. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I still have both, but I remember saying, I think it was on the last episode, could have been on the episode before, I said that Ignite was going to be getting Flamethrower at level 36. Yeah, I don't think... It's not Flamethrower. I don't remember if it's level 36, but I know that it gets Lava Plume. That's the move I was really thinking of. And that's the move I definitely want. There's a regular old Repel right here. I don't know why that's only a Repel, but anyway. We won't use it right now. Be prepared to fight when you get up here, though. Hello, hello. Hey! This is our secret spot. You can't come waltzing in here like you own the place. Well, I think I can, actually. It's a free country. Ricky. With your Scraggy. Okay. Pull your pants up, and they fall down. I love Scraggy's sprite and its little dance that it does. Oh, hello, this could do quite a lot. Ouch. That did do quite a lot. Anyway, let's get the Scraggy out of here, and of course then I get the critical hit. I'm doomed to fail when it comes to critical hits, I swear. You aren't one of us, but I don't mind tough trainers. This worn out lot is our paradise. We're not going to let some stranger come in here and trash the place. It didn't actually say here. Whatever. I'm not going to trash the place, I just want to fight you. With your diary marker. Okay, right. Let's go for another Thunder Punch. Hopefully we can get to level 36. Lava Plume is obviously going to be my move of choice, really, because it has that awesome 30% chance of burning, which is epic. It's basically just a fire type Scald, or Scald is a fire type water type lava plume. What's with you anyway? You're fighting as a tight rhythm. I was grooving with it before I knew it. So they won't all fight you, but I think if you talk to the girl, she will fight you. Tina has a Krokorok. I don't like Krokoroks when I have Ignite up front, but anyway. Intimidate. Okay. Well, I'm going to remedy that by using a Flame Burst. Damn. That's frustrating. Well, I'm going to have to switch, regardless of what happens. Let's troll it and go into Hieroglyph. Why not? Ha ha ha. Let's go for an air... Well, I stumbled all over that. Let's go for an Air Cutter. Get the Krokorok out of here. Ignite up to level 36, and it's learning Lava Plume. Woohoo! Right, so let's get rid of Flame Burst. You've been a good move to me, especially when you were a little Magpie. And a Lipard. Let's send out Krusty Krab. Why not? Thud down, and let's X-scissor this cat. Fake out. You're breaking my sturdy. How dare you? But you actually ended up taking more damage than I did, so I won't worry about it. It is fine. Anyway, bye Lipard. You're not surviving that. No way in hell. Electra up to level 38. Only one more level. Although I can't use it for a little while because obviously I want all of my Pokemon to catch up. So you can fire some black glasses right there, which power up dark type moves by 20%. I think it's 20. So now we're the boss of this area. Damn straight. So now that that's over with, I think we'll head back into the sewers. I think we need to put up a repel again though. I'm slightly running out. Let's shove the dowsing machine back on. Is there anything in here? Anything in here? Oh, there is something in here. Hello. I'm working on experiments to create medicines from the toxins. Oh, hello. What did you get? The experiment was very successful. I created a full restore. Here, take it. Oh, that's very useful. Yeah, why would you give me your result? I don't know. Anyway. Very successful. So one final item which I've just run past. And then I think we'll escape out of here. There's an Ultra Ball. I think that's pretty much everything for the sewers. Which is good. Do I have an escape rope? Probably don't, do I? Oh, I do. Good, good. Let's get out of here. Right, so our next stop is the Lost Lawn Forest. There isn't really anything we can do there without Waterfall, but we can find that new Pokémon, so why not? Yeah, so nothing else I don't think we can do. There is water on Route 4, but we can't surf on it. Yeah, I think that's it. There used to be water in Driftvale City as well, but we can't surf on that either. And then we have some areas on Route 6 that we can discover. Did I say discover? I meant to say explore. Whatever. I might have covered that anyway. I think I actually did. So I think after this the only other place we have to explore is the Mistralton Cave, where we can find 2 more new Pokemon. They're very good Pokemon, trust me. Very, very good. So yeah, can't draw. I wanna show you the new Pokemon. Can't do that when I have a repel on. Although that's gonna frustrate me. Hello, Gothita. I don't need to see you right now. Stop frisking me. Using your gothic girl charms to frisk my Ignite? How dare you? Alright, so here we are in the Lost Lawn Forest. There really is nothing you can do here without Waterfall. Although once you have Waterfall you can unlock a very, very tough fight. Well, I say tough, it's not that tough. As well as that you can... oh, damn it. You can also get yourself a grass gem and a rare candy, I think it's a rare candy. So there's nothing too useful up there. I can't be bothered. It is a Buizel, right? We've already talked about it. It's a Buizel. You can find Buizels there. It's a good Pokemon. I would consider using it, but I'm not using it. So we want to be heading to Driftvale City rather than Mistralton. So otherwise we'd have to go back through the Chargestone Cave. No thank you. Alright, so I think we're all healed, if I remember correctly. Yep. Ignite can stay up front. Why not? Oh, actually, just before I go, you do need a Pokemon with Strength, and you also need a Pokemon with Flash. So I must deal with that now. Hopefully I have a Pokemon who can actually learn it. Oh, Hieroglyph, you're saving me. Good. Which do I not need? Reflect. I have tons of physically defensive Pokemon. I don't need that. And Strength. Who can I teach Strength to? Someone who doesn't have a full team already. Not team. Full move pool. Actually, we'll give it to Ignite and get rid of Fire Punch, because it's not exactly like I'm going to be using that anymore. And I'm not going to be really learning a new move anytime soon, really. I think if I'm going to be learning a new move, it's probably going to be a TM one. I can't even remember the set I was going to give it. I think it's... oh, I didn't explore here. Why not? I don't know. Anyway, so there's an item here. A heart scale. It used to be much more exciting in Black and White 1 when you could get yourself TM84 for Poison Jab, but that's no longer here. That's an after game for some reason. I don't know why they made that an after game TM, but anyway. Did I just not get that item and then I explored the rest of it? Whatever, I can't leave any stone unturned now, so I must go back. Whoops. I don't even remember what I was talking about. something. Oh yeah, I'm going to be teaching Psychic to my Ignite. And I can't even remember the last move. I did write it down, but I don't have it to hand. But yeah, I was going to teach Psychic, Flamethrower / Lava Plume, same thing. Thunder Punch, I think I just said that. And something else. I think it might have been Rock Slide actually. So the Mistralton Cave isn't as good as it used to be, but it's still a pretty cool place. You can get some nice items here. One particularly nice item actually. Right, so we want to be using Flash. Could make reference to a particular song right now, but I don't think I will. So anyway, you do need strength to traverse through here. Flash isn't mandatory, but it's obviously useful. There are quite a few trainer fights along the way, so you may want to look out for those. Man, I could do with a water type. Oh, hello. Ambushing me. I'm chasing my dream and I'm fighting for a victory. Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. You've got to chase your dreams or else they don't come true. Although I'm hoping your dream is to get a freaking better Pokemon than a Boldore. Boring. Let's go for Lava Plume. Why did I just do that? I was thinking it was a ground type. Why? Okay, well that's not so bad. This is going to do absolutely screw all. Well actually that did more than I thought it would. Let's go for Feint Attack, just finish it off. Ignite's not going to be too good against rock types actually. Could do with a grass type move. Oh well. Anyway, let's push that in there. Oh. I heard there was a legendary Pokemon in Mistralton Cave. Is that it? Why are you just standing in front of that cave entrance? Well no, that actually does connect to the clay tunnel, which you can access in the after game. God, I don't have anything to take down a... well, speaking of which, I think Thingy, what's his name? I don't think it's a him anyway. Hieroglyph can learn Energy Ball. I think it can. It can. How useful. I could do with a Pokemon who can actually take down a rock type. I don't need Light Screen really. Alright, Hieroglyph, there you go. You can have that for a while. Not going to be getting my 6th Pokemon for just a little while yet. I'm actually going to put Hieroglyph up to the front, because why not? Oops, didn't need to use that. Yeah, not going to be getting my 6th Pokemon until the next city, after Lentimas Town. So we've got a couple of episodes before then. Hopefully I'm keeping you guessing with what Pokemon it's going to be. But I'm not using the obvious one. Just to make it clear, I'm not using Starmie. I was going to, but I decided against it. I'm not using Starmie. I'm using a Pokemon that not many people would expect, to be honest. Which is a good thing. I like the element of surprise. And I think it's good to use Pokemon which aren't necessarily used that often. Like in an LP anyway, because it means that you can actually show off some Pokemon which are better than some people may think. I mean, personally, I don't think that Crustle and Conkeldurr are used very often. I don't think many people tend to use Magmortar either, because, I mean, it's a good Pokemon, but there is Darmanitan and Chandelure, which I think more people care about. As well as that, there's also Arcanine as well, and everybody loves Arcanine. So do I. I mean, I've used it once before, I think. But yeah, I've used almost every fire type in this game so far. I've used oh well, that's a good Pokemon to face. I've used well, obviously I'm using Magmortar. I've used Arcanine, and I've used Darmanitan. I think I used Simisear as well at one point. But I haven't used Chandelure. And I refuse to use Chandelure because it is a disgraceful Pokemon. And then Axew. It's going to Conquer. Axew is one of the new Pokemon you can find in this cave. It is a cute little dragon type. So, you know, we haven't seen many of those so far. I think this actually may be our first encounter with the dragon type, actually. I think. Maybe. Trying to think of another place where we found one. I know that there was an Axew on Route 7, but I don't know if we actually... Like, I don't know if that was only in Black and White 1, I don't remember. But anyway, it's a dragon type, weak to ice and dragon, its own type, just like Ghost. Yeah, you can find it in this cave. I will cover it at the end, because this is going to be the end of the episode once we've covered this place. Nothing there. What else? There is another new Pokemon we can find in here, which is Aron. Another cute little steel rock type. Oh, I just went around in a giant circle, that's useful. I need to go back round there. Oh, the dazzle machine's going mad. Green shard, woohoo. All that running for a green shard. Oh, it's going off again. Let's just push that in for now. There's a trainer up here. Wait a sec. Let me grip my Pokeball a little bit tighter. Yeah, like that. Now I'm good. Right, you're letting it go anyway. What's the point? Bell, with your Arken. Right, so let's go for a Psybeam. One hit KO. Nice. Granted it was a crit, but even so. And another Axew. I'll just stay in this time. Let's go for another Psybeam. Bye, Axew. Can I ask you a question? Oh, I'm totally naming that this episode. That's going to be the title for this episode. Oh, that's so awesome. It was going to be Surf's Up, but I always call it that. Anyway, so there's a hidden item here, which we were finding from the beginning. There's an Ultra Ball. Yes, I want to reuse my Repel. I didn't mean to do that. It doesn't matter so much. It just means we have to go back round here. Let's push this in for the future and go up here, where we no longer need flash, which is a nice thing. There's a thank you. There's a full heal in that rock. Speaking of which, if you did want a Drillbur, this would be a good time to get one. Obviously, you could have explored this place earlier. And actually, if you're at the same point as me and you didn't bother to explore the Mistralton Cave yet, I would hold off finding a Drillbur right now, because you can get yourself a fully evolved Excadrill very soon. That item, I want it. I'm just going to go to the northwest first. Flying Gem, cool. But yeah, you can get a fully evolved Excadrill in the Reversal Mountain just coming up, so you may as well save it if you wish to get yourself an Excadrill. That is probably one of the best places to get an Excadrill though. Hello. I've been searching for the legendary Pokemon Cobalion. I'm not going to call it Cobalion, even though that's what it's supposed to be pronounced like. It just sounds weird. For decades. I wonder if it still hates humans, or maybe it looks at this world where Pokemon and people coexist and has thoughts about it. So, Dragon Gem right there, but unfortunately, in Black 2 and White 2, there is no longer a Pokemon here. In Black and White 1, you would have a legendary fight on your hands. It's not compulsory, but obviously you can fight it. Which will be the legendary Pokemon Cobalion. Steel fighting type. Not going to cover it now because us Black 2 users will have access to it later, but to be honest, there's no Duskstone in here either, so this is your main prize. TM80 for Rock Slide, a fantastic move. Well worth using. Going to be teaching that to Ignite right now, I think. Don't really need Feint Attack, so why not? It's a great move. Rock type moves are fantastic to have around. Ignite can't learn it yet. Never mind, it can learn it as a Magmortar, I know it can. Anyway, so I think we'll dig out of here. Krusty Krab, that's your duty. And we're pretty much done for all the places that we can surf. I think. Can't think of anywhere I'm missing. Maybe there is somewhere, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head. If there is somewhere I've totally completely spaced out on, do let me know in the comments and I will go cover it. But I cannot... Oh, I just realised there was that hidden grotto there and I didn't go look inside. Doesn't matter. I did cover that hidden grotto on part 20 something. The one where we covered Route 6, anyway. So I'm just going to heal my Pokemon. And we'll all be ready to head... well, to progress, basically. Head into the Reversal Mountain. Or the exterior, then the Strange House, and then the Reversal Mountain. Which we'll all do on the next episode. We may as well cover all of it. And then we'll get to Undella Town. Somewhere where you couldn't explore until the aftergame in Black and White 1. So it'll be interesting. But anyway, we're pretty much all done here. Apart from those 2 Pokemon reviews which will be for the Mistralton Cave. So that will be Aron and Axew. So I'll put them at the tail end of this. I thought it'd make it easier just to split it up slightly. But anyway, until the next time, I will see you then, guys. One of the new Pokemon you can find in the Mistralton Cave is Aron. Aron is a steel rock type and can have the abilities either Sturdy or Rockhead with Heavy Metal as a hidden ability. Can be found in the Mistralton Cave only in Black 2 and White 2, and in Black and White 1 it can be found in the White Forest but only in White. When looking at stats you can see that it's pretty good. It has a very high physical defense stat, as you would expect for something that is a steel type. But also it also has a very good physical attack stat as well, being base 70. The rest of its stats are relatively low though. At level 32 it will evolve into Lairon, which can be found in the Clay Tunnel in Black 2 and White 2. Obviously you can see that its defense is massively increasing, having a huge physical defense stat, being base 140. It's also gaining some good physical attack. It has a good physical attack stat of base 90. However, again, the rest of its stats are pretty damn low. And finally, at level 42, it will evolve into the big bad Aggron, at which point it will have a huge physical defense stat, being base 180, which is one of the highest in the game. I think it might only be second to Shuckle. As well as that, it also has a very respectable base 110 physical attack stat. Its HP isn't that great, but it can certainly do some work. However, its special attack is completely unusable. Its special defense is also pretty lousy and is pretty slow, but it isn't as slow as you would think it would be. It's actually relatively fast for a steel type. Can outspeed a fair amount of things, but obviously you want to use a Quick Claw to have best use of it. Aggron may not look like much, especially on the special side, but Aggron is one hell of a Pokemon. It is very strong, has some good stab moves. Obviously the rock one is better than the steel one, but the steel one's useful, especially when you consider the move Heavy Slam, which is a great move for it, especially because Aggron is so heavy. That physical defense stat is just huge, but Aggron has a huge move pool. It can learn tons and tons of different moves, as well as special moves. It can learn moves such as prepare for the long list, Dragon Claw, Ice Beam, Solar Beam, Thunderbolt, Earthquake, the good old Return, Dig, Brick Break, Flamethrower, Aerial Ace, Focus Blast, Shadow Claw, Rock Polish, Stone Edge, obviously, Thunder Wave, Dragon Tail, and Flash Cannon, as well as even Surf, which is kind of strange. But as well as that, you can also learn a ton of different move tutor moves, as well as such as Aqua Tail, Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Earth Power, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Iron Tail, Low Kick, Outrage, Stealth Rock, Super Power, and Thunder Punch. So yeah, you've got a lot of different variety with Aggron. It is a great Pokemon. It can go defensive or offensive. Obviously offensive is probably better, but it can learn tons of different moves. It can cover whatever you like. It has a good stab move, especially in the rock side, but steel is good too if you use Heavy Slam or Gyro Ball. I don't know if it learns Gyro Ball, but anyway, either way. But yeah, Aggron is definitely a Pokemon that is worth considering. I would give Aggron around about 4 stars. The other new Pokemon you can find in the Mistralton Cave is Axew. Axew is a dragon type and can have the abilities either Rivalry or Mold Breaker with Unnerve as a hidden ability. Can only be found in the Mistralton Cave in all 4 games. When looking at its stats, you can see that it's clearly a dragon type with a very, very high physical attack stat for an unevolved Pokemon. It's also decently fast and has a decent enough defensive spread. It's not that great, but it's decent. However, its special attack is completely unusable, but it's not like it needs it. At level 38, it will evolve into Fracture, which can be found in the Nature Preserve in Black 2 and White 2, and Victory Road in Black and White 1. When looking at Fracture stats, you can see that its attack has certainly increased by a nice base 30 points, which has gone up to base 117, which is a very high physical attack stat for a Pokemon that isn't fully evolved yet. As well as that, it's kind of slow. It's slowed down slightly, and its defences haven't really increased by anything special. It's obviously that physical attack that's really making it that great. And at level 48 it will evolve into the big old Haxorus, which can be found in the Nature Preserve in the special shiny event, which you can get in the middle of the Nature Preserve, which will give you a black Haxorus. So that'll be a nice surprise for you when you get there. That isn't until after game. When looking at Haxorus' stats, you can see that its physical attack has increased by another 30 points, becoming base 147, which is one of the highest in the game. One of the highest non-legendaries, I think only second to Rampardos. But yeah, very, very, very high physical attack stat. It is also pretty fast. It's not blazing, but it's pretty fast. It's kind of frustrating that it's not base 100, but you know. As well as that, it's also got a very, very respectable physical defense stat, and its HP does cushion that quite nicely. However, its special defense is relatively low. It finds itself very difficult to take ice type attacks, particularly special ones, but ice type attacks in general really. Its special attack is still unusable, but it's not like it needs it. When considering Haxorus, it is a fantastic Pokemon, and no matter what people might tell you, it is so much better than Flygon. Haxorus has a great move pool, it has a fantastic physical attack stat. Not only that, it also has Swords Dance if you wish to boost that even more. As well as that, it also learns Dragon Dance through level up, which will you could have as soon as you get Axew. I can't remember exactly what level it learns it. But that will increase its speed as well, which it desperately needs, because it's fast, but for a dragon type like it, it isn't as fast as you'd want it to be. You'd want it to be kind of pushing over base 100 rather than pushing below base 100. Base 100 tends to be the benchmark for most dragon types, and you tend to want to be higher than it, not lower. But Haxorus is not bad in any way, trust me. The Dragon Dance and the Swords Dance makes it so strong, it learns so many different moves. It's just a great Pokemon, just a great, great Pokemon. Well worth considering. I would give Haxorus 4.5 stars.